is happening, guys? It is Daniel1989. Welcome back to the Hereford United career. This is episode 47. Now, tracking our minds back to the last episode, we are technically unbeaten for nearly a month. We have been on a really good run. We haven't been scoring many, but what we haven't been doing is conceding. So I want to keep it that way in today's episode, with the first game of the episode at home to bottom of the table Derby. And then we are away at Barnsley, and then we have a home game against Fulham. And as you guys know, Fulham are second above us. So, interesting to see where today's episode will go. I would quite confidently like to say we should beat Derby, being at the bottom of the table and losing 21 of their 40 games. So, Derby County certainly is a game that we should win. We've then got Barnsley, which they are 12th. So that should, on paper, be a win as well. And then we have Fulham, who are second. So if we get 2 wins and then even a draw against Fulham, I will be happy with how today's episode should go. So into the first game against Derby, Edgar Street Stadium. Here we are then, guys, the first played game of the episode. We are at home, we are at Edgar Street Stadium, and we are against rock bottom of the table, Derby County. They shouldn't be where they are technically, because they are a very well-rounded championship team and they do have the quality to be staying in the championship, but where we are 3 seasons ahead now, they clearly are not on a good run of form at all. So we are up in 3rd, and obviously, as it should show at the bottom of the table, you'll see they are rock solid bottom. So like I said, on paper this should be a confident win. We are in our red kit today, due to their away kit being as it is, as you can see, white with the white shorts, and then they've got blue socks and blue shirts. So to save the kit clash, I've just put us in our away kit today. But our lineup, Rob McNeil gets the start today, getting some more game time. Paslak in the right back position, Bale at the left back position. I've gone Banks and Silva at centre back together. I've gone Adam and Doyle centre defensive midfield. O'Reilly in the cam position, Rodriguez out on the left, Valencia out on the right, and Kirk Wilson gets the start in the striker position. So let's not waste any time. Let's see how many goals we can get, shall we? Throw in early here in our own half, just trying to try and get this up the pitch with Adam, and well intercepted there by the Derby County man. They might be on some sort of attack here, Derby County, rock bottom, but they're not going out without a fight. Decent effort on goal. They've sprayed it over the bar. Yeah, that's a lovely ball down the line, and Paslak's got to chase back here. He is quick, but I don't know if he'll get there before the cross comes in. He's taking his time here. He should have swung it in while he had the chance. Paslak might recover here. He does with a good tackle. It's out for a throw on the near side. They have been the better team here, Derby, so far in the first 25 minutes, half an hour nearly gone. And even though they are rock bottom of the table, they're giving us a bit of a fight here. Down the line towards Rodriguez. Try and give that to Doyle. Here's O'Reilly. Try and get a decent pass into... I wanted it to Rodriguez, but it's ended up coming all the way to Valencia. We've got advantage here, and we'll get the free kick. We don't. Play continues. Here's O'Reilly. If he can get a shot away from the edge, he does. And what a hit it is. This game has been crying out for a goal inside 30 minutes. And what a goal it gets for the first one. Into O'Reilly. He takes his time. He has a look up. He hits that right across goal, and that is a top bag finish. We're 1-0 up here. It's a big kick forward by McNeil, if I can get on this with Kirk Wilson, but the Derby centre-back won it well there on the header. He's knocked it down to feet here inside. They might be able to create something before half-time here, Derby, and he's done Paslak with a little quick 1-2 turn there. And he does loft the ball in, and Silva should clear the header. He doesn't. I'm not sure whether Silva headed it into the striker and he's headed it home, or he's just headed it in. I'm really not sure. Let's have another look at that. It was a simple ball lofted in, and I thought to myself, oh, Rob McNeil should come for it, or Silva should head it away. And he hasn't. The Derby County man's just got in front of Silva. Obviously, Silva's way too tall for McNeil to try and get in front to catch it. And it's just a scramble between defender, goalkeeper and the striker. And it's ended up falling in the back of the net for 1-1. 1 minute of play added on before half-time, guys. And, well, there goes the half-time whistle. We're going the break at 1-1. Here we go in the second half then, guys, and yeah, strange one that. We got in front from a delightful finish from O'Reilly from outside the box, and he hits it beautifully across goal. We get 1-0 ahead, and I'm thinking, here we go, we're going to switch it on now, and some shoddy defending at the back between Silva and obviously McNeil not coming for the ball, and they've got back in it before half-time. It is game on here in the second half. Yeah, the kid's coming forward here with play down the far side, and he's put a decent through ball into the front man. Silva needs to be better than he was on the conceded goal, and they've got it on the edge of the box here. Plenty of time, need to get a tackle in. Bale went in for quite an aggressive tackle, didn't end up winning it, but he does win it second time round. Here's Doyle coming forward, just looking for the right runner. I'm going to go to Valencia across the other side. He's in a lot more space. It's a wonderful ball by Doyle. Valencia brings it down, looking towards the back post for Rodriguez. He didn't find him. Doyle might be able to win the header. He doesn't win the header, but Adam wins the second one. Here is Doyle with room to shoot. We know what he's like, Doyle. And I think we have ourselves a free kick for handball there, just outside the edge. Kurt Wilson a bit tired now. I'll bring Sam Gallagher on here. O'Reilly has picked up the ball and gone to put it straight down. I think O'Reilly wants to be our first free kick goal scorer. We still haven't scored a free kick in this series. Is this the moment to do it? O'Reilly from the free kick. Is it possible? Don't want to put too much power on it, as obviously we're not too far out, and just pin that down. Is this going to be the first free kick? No. We're throwing on our far side here into Passlack heads down towards Adam, into O'Reilly. I'm just going to try and send this out wide to Rodriguez. Lovely ball into him. He takes a good first touch to set him on his way. Good burst of pace to get past the centre back here, and he has done well there to get it to Valencia. I'm going to drop it towards the edge towards Sam Gallagher. It's opened up for a hit, and it's blocked out by Big Sam there, and Davy Kempsey should have brought it away, but they hit Doyle and try and get this into Adam. Bale's making him the overlap run. It's a really good run. Sweeps in towards Sam Gallagher, and he's just done a very, very tame header. I don't know whether he didn't expect it or not. Should have been a better header from Sam. Ball looped into midfield and picked up by a Davy Kempsey man. They might be in here, and Rob McNeil comes out for it. Very alert on his toes there. Can we get this ball forward now? With not long left to try and find a winner here. Is O'Reilly back into Passlack. Just going to give that back into O'Reilly. Valencia's got a lot of space on this side. It's opened right up for Valencia to get the winner here, and he has got the winner. He's not had much football, Valencia, this season, as we've just brought in more quality, being Fernandez and Jordan Graham. But I decided to put him in today, and he has repaid our faith and scored us the second goal against Derby County to give us what looks like a comfortable, or sort of comfortable, 3 points. But wonderful finish from Valencia. Curls his foot around it to put us 2-1 in front. There's Banks over towards Bale. Bale inside to Doyle, who's kept hold of possession well. Here's Adam. Just going to look for play to open up here, and it's pinged back towards Adam. I'll use Doyle again. I can see Bale giving me the outside run. See if I can find Big Sam. Oh, it's gone short to Rodriguez on the volley, and keeper made a good save that time. I'll carry on here, guys, as it looks like there shouldn't be long left here. 3 minutes added on, and it does look like we should get a comfortable win here. That is a lovely lofted ball from defence right the way up towards the winger. They might be able to create something here if Bale doesn't get a tackle in, but he does get a tackle in, and he's bringing it away here, Bale, with his pace. See if I can slip Rodriguez through here. We might be able to get a third just before the final whistle here, guys, if I can play the right pass into Sam Gallagher. Turn shot deflected, and we might get the chance for a corner here. Probably the last action of the game. Let's see if I can hit Big Sam or Rodriguez on the header. It's going to drop down to Banks, head this down to Adam. Have a go with Adam. That's a decent effort, and what a hit that is! That has just outshadowed the first goal by a mile. What a hit by Adam from the edge of the box on the half volley. It sits up for him. He just volleys that, and it floated in the top corner. Let's take another look at that. Banks down with the header. He sits it up with his chest. He half volleys it, and that is like a homing missile in the top corner. Let's have a look from this angle here, guys. Look at that for a finish. I think we might have a contender there for goal of the season. Comments, let me know. In the meantime, that should be the last kick of the game, and it is. We get a 3-1 win. Here we are back at the menu, guys, and a 3-1 win against Derby keeps us in third place, and we have a little bit of room now between us and Coventry. Between fourth and third, we have 5 points between us now, so we're pretty much guaranteed a playoff spot now, I would say. But how about that goal from Adam, guys, from the edge of the box on the half volley? The technique that it takes to finish a goal like that. Drop me a comment. Is that better than Doyle's goal of the season, possibly? Let me know in the comments on your thoughts, guys. In the meantime, we will go into the second played game of the episode. Derby County, should I say, beaten 3-1. We have Barnsley away next. Here we are then, guys, in the second played game of the episode. We are away at Barnsley. Barnsley, even though they're mid-table, I'm not going to underestimate them. Still a very good team, and they have goals in them, even though they are in and around mid-table. But we want to concentrate on our positivity. We won 3-1 in the last game against Derby, so I want to continue that form, finding the back of the net and keep our spot, as you can see here, in third place. We have a gap now. All we need to do is keep this gap, so even a couple of draws now at the end of the season will see us in the playoffs. We should definitely get a playoff spot now. I'm quite confident to say that even with 2 or 3 losses now, we should get a playoff spot. So it's going to be interesting to see who we get in the playoffs. But today's game, this is how Barnsley line up. And this is, they're running the 5-2-3, of course they are. They're probably going to sit with the 5, but then obviously push forward with the 3 on the counter-attack. So we just need to be wary and stay on our toes. We have been brilliant defensively of late, apart from that slip-up by Silva and McNeil in the last game, conceding. But apart from that, defensively, we have been very strong, and we're back to full strength, as you can see. Griffiths in goal, Paslak in the right-back position, Bale in the left-back position, Hurst and Alphonsi at centre-back today, Adam and Amadou in centre defensive midfield, O'Reilly in the cam position, Anthony out on the left, Fernandez out on the right, and Gallagher in the strike position. So let's see how we get on against Barnsley away. Barnsley coming forward early here in the game. They've had some decent possession early, and they're trying to create, and that is a wonderful save from Josh Griffiths. Had to be on his toes early from a decent effort, and he was certainly alert and alive to the chance, putting some early pressure on us here with a corner. Barnsley, let's try and get rid of this with Bale. It's a decent header, and Anthony should take care of it. And Griffiths came out of his goal there and almost give away a goal. Barnsley in possession again here in midfield. They've been very good on the ball so far, Barnsley, and they've looked the more likely of the 2 to score. Takes that down there with a decent touch into the box. We've got some defending to do. We need to get a block or a tackle in anywhere we can, and he's hit that over the top of the bar. Yellow card from a tackle from earlier, guys. He went in on, I think it was Bale earlier. Yeah, he went in on Bale and just caught him. Yellow card for the Barnsley man. Barnsley again with possession and finds a decent through ball down the line here. They have been on the front foot for the first half an hour or so here, Barnsley. We've had some defensive work to do, and that pinched off Amadou's foot into Griffiths' gloves. Can we try and get away here with a counter-attack into Adam's feet? And trying to find Fernandez or Gallagher there, and neither could be found. It's just good defending by Barnsley there to sandwich the ball out of play. Adam chasing the Barnsley man, trying to get a tackle in any which way we can. He's got round the corner here, gets his shot away into Griffiths' gloves. There's Amadou in midfield, decent pass towards Bale, inside towards O'Reilly. Can we get a decent chance on goal now? Instead of Barnsley having all the chances, can we create one? O'Reilly in towards Adam. Sam Gallagher's completely free here towards the bottom corner. He's hit the post and put us 1-0 in front before half time. That is majorly against the run of play. Barnsley have been the far better side. They've created more chances. We haven't had anything on goal really, but Sam Gallagher only needs half a chance to score. As you can see there, play opens up and Adam just feeds Gallagher in there. He turns, hits it first time, post in the back of the net. 1-0 before half time. I think there was 1 minute added on. Only 1 minute added on. I think 2 minutes added on, guys, so I'll just play it out from here. 10 goals in 25 games now, Sam Gallagher. Not been the greatest striker, but he does find goals when needed. And that's a decent tackle there by the Barnsley man. If I just hoof this forward, half-time whistle should go here, and it does. 1-0 at half-time. Into the second half, guys, and credit where credit's due, Barnsley have been the better team. They've been better in possession, better at creating chances, and we pinch a goal just before the half-time break. Like we said, Sam Gallagher only needs half a chance, so it is game on. As you can, Josh Griffiths fires that up the field. Sam Gallagher trying to get on it, and he's challenging the centre-back for it. It's dropped out to O'Reilly, and that's a wonderful ball in towards Anthony. If he can get a shot away from the edge, he can, and it's ended up in the back of the net. The goalkeeper's got a hand on it, but it's not enough to keep it out. It was just a lofted ball forward there, and Sam Gallagher was challenging the centre-back for it. He gives away possession. O'Reilly finds the pass, and Anthony finds the back of the net for 2-0. That's a wonderful pass that over towards Anthony, and I'll take Doyle off here for Amadou and give him a rest. The keeper did get something on it, but it wasn't enough. This will be a better angle for you to see. It just goes across goal. Anthony gets a touch on it, not enough to keep it out. Barnsley man running at us down the line here. We've got a decent cross in. We need to try and get rid of this. Hurst gets a good tackle in. He's spun Adam there, and he might have a chance to shoot here. Put it in around to an area. They do get a shot in, and he's dragged it wide. Not long left in the game now, guys, and Alphonse finds Paslak's feet, and that's a very good tackle by the Barnsley man. He's won possession and won the ball there. Puts it into feet. I'm just going to try and press this and see if I can pinch the ball off them. As you can see, they haven't got many men back at all. They seem to have pushed everybody upfield trying to get back in this game. And this is where our counter-attack player comes in. We've lost out on possession there, and he's got a man round the corner. He finds his man. Another good pass. We're creating something here. We just need to try and get a block on it, but never mind. That's into Griffiths' gloves, and there's only 2 minutes left, but never mind. There's full time. We get a 2-0 win away at Barnsley. Here we are back at the menu then, guys, and a fairly comfortable win. First half, Barnsley really put the pressure on, tried to create, and just before half-time, Sam Gallagher comes up with the goal. We go into the second half, and we end up pinching a goal through Anthony, and we just finished the game off really. So happy with how that game went. Another 3 points in the bag, as you can see here. The gap has furthened now from 3rd to 4th, which Bournemouth have actually taken the 4th spot now, so 100% guaranteed a playoff spot now. The question is, can we win the playoffs to get a chance to going into the Premier League? But let's not worry about that for now. Let's worry about the home game against Fulham, because obviously we are in 3rd and Fulham are in 1st fighting for the title, so they are definitely going to be bloodthirsty for points in the next game. So I'll simulate forward. I'll see you at Fulham. Here we are then, guys, in the last played game of the episode. We have quite possibly the hardest team in the league, because Fulham are top of the league. So interesting to see where today's game will go. We have made certain changes just to today's lineup to see if I can counter-attack their obvious goal-scoring form that they've been in, because they're not at the top of the table for no reason. But we have been in form ourselves. All we need to do is do what we are good at. We will sit, we will counter-attack, and we'll use our pace going forward. But as you can see, 6 points now in between us and 4th place, so we are guaranteed a playoff spot. But I still want to fight at the end of the season, especially against teams like Fulham, who clearly are going to be in the Premiership next season. So if we make it into the Premiership through the playoffs, this is a team we're going to be against. So stamping our authority and let them know what we're all about is something that we need to do in this game. So as you can see, French there and Wall in the lineup as well, Banks in the lineup as well. What I have done is I have gone with a very tall, strong back four. So I want us to sit a little bit more instead of like Bale and Paslak, who usually get forward at left back and right back. I want them to sit a little bit more. So here's our lineup. Josh Griffiths in goal. I've gone Banks at the right back position. I've gone French in the left back position. I've gone Hurst and Alphonse centre back. I've gone Wall and Amadou centre defensive mid. O'Reilly in the cam position. Rodriguez out on the left hand side. Graham on the right hand side. And Kirk Wilson up top. So this is how Fulham line up. We'll just take a quick look at what formation they're running. They're running the 4-2-3-1, so they've certainly got goals in them, and we need to be prepared for what they're going to bring to the table. Let's get into the football. Fulham sat on their own line here in the half, trying to get possession forward. That's a decent pass round the corner, looking for the wide man into the box, and we need to get rid of this with Alphonse. He does get a good block on it there, Alphonse, but the play is still in and around a dangerous area. We need to get a few blocks in if we can and try and get rid of this. Pass round the corner, the chance comes, and they have gotten themselves an early goal. I knew this was going to be a tough game, but I didn't think we'd concede just after the 10-minute mark. But the league's top goal scorer, as you can see, Harry Wilson, he's just miles ahead on the golden boot for the championship. He doesn't obviously let his reputation be tarnished. He gets the first goal of the game here. Here's Banks coming down that right back position. He's got plenty of space here, Banks, using his strength to get past the man there. Can he whip a decent ball across? He certainly can. Kurt Wilson on the header and collected by the goalkeeper. Fulham continuing the pressure here, guys. They have themselves a corner. They're 1-0 up and they've been on the front foot pretty much since the start of the game. We've had a half chance with Wilson in the box, but he didn't really get a good connection with it, and they're in and around our box again here. We need to be careful, and that is a good save by Josh Griffiths, putting that out for another corner. Pressure is relentless here, the top of the table, and the top of the table for a reason. In and around our box still, we need to get a decent tackle in. Edge of the box, another box roll around the corner. They've made it 2-0 inside 25 minutes. We are really struggling here against Fulham. The last time we played them, it was quite a controversial game, back and forward. But the back end of the season, and we've been informed, we're just not informed today. I've made the changes thinking the stronger players would be better at defending, and if anything, we've been worse. We've conceded 2 now. Have a throw in just inside Fulham's half here. Just chuck this to Jordan Graham, go around the corner towards Wall, and that's a decent turn by Wall to get away from his man. Here's O'Reilly around the corner to Kurt Wilson, who's created himself some space. A decent shot on goal, well saved by the keeper, and out for a corner for us. Can we try and get one back here from the corner? Rodriguez up for the header and just wide of the target. It's another corner here, guys, to Fulham, really putting the pressure on. They're 2-0 up and they are showing why they are top of the table. We are struggling a little bit, 2-0 down, struggling to get the ball out of our own half, and they might get a third here if we don't get rid of this. And that is a brilliant save again by Josh Griffiths, who has been our man of the match. We would be 5-0 down if it wasn't for him by now. Just need to try and block these chances out as much as possible, and that is a good block by O'Reilly. Can we get on a counter-attack and get one back before half-time? Kurt Wilson, and he's being held off really well by the centre-back there. He did fantastic to hold Kurt Wilson off because he's quick and he's strong, Kurt Wilson, but 2 minutes added on and they almost give the ball away there. But there goes the half-time whistle. We certainly need to pull our finger out in the second half. Into the second half we go, guys, and just not good enough at all. Defending hasn't been good enough. We've been giving possession away and Fulham have took full advantage, hence why they're 2-0 up. Just making a change here, guys. Amadou coming off and Doyle coming on. Here's Banks trying to send that down the line towards Graham. It's a misplaced pass. Tried sending him through down the line and he's just given away possession there. Banks, he is standing strong here though, trying to stop this building, and they've got round the backside of Banks here and he just needs to try and shuffle them out of possession. And it's a decent pass again. They've got in behind again and almost a third. Here's Rodriguez, French making me a decent run to try and help out here. Here's O'Reilly, if I can get Wall in behind here, and Wall has got one back. He hasn't, he's offside. We've had a disallowed goal here, guys. Decent pass through and I think Wall was just offside. We've finally found a route through towards goal and he is just offside. Possession. Just need to be better trying to get these tackles in and get possession into Griffiths' gloves. I'll play it out from here, guys, as there's not long left. See if I can get us forward to at least get a consolation goal. Here's Kirk Wilson, try to fire that round the corner, and again it's blocked out. Can Alphonse get a tackle in? He can, but he's taken the man down, and that's a foul. We'll bring Fernandez on for the last minute or so, trying to get forward, but I think that's a defeat here towards Fulham. 2 early goals. We just didn't defend well in the first half and we haven't created enough in the second half. We've had one disallowed goal from Wall offside, but it's just not been good enough. 3 minutes added on, 2 of the 3 gone. We just can't seem to pick up the ball. Rodriguez trying to fire it forward now, and again they win possession, trying to get the ball with Hurst, but the 3 minutes has gone now, and that's probably going to be full time, and it's a 2-0 loss. Press conference after the game, guys, and we was on a great run. We've been bringing some good points home lately, and Fulham bring us back down to earth and say, yeah, you're not the most dominant side in this league, we are. So are you happy in the knowledge that you're getting into the playoffs? Yes, in that respect, that was the target. It certainly was. Obviously disappointed to get a defeat, but we have got into the playoffs, which I think that's just confirmed it there. The run is over. What happens now? Just be proud of the boys. I am proud they've brought, towards the back end of the season, we've been so much better, not conceding, getting goals, getting forward, and we've been much better. What did you think went wrong today? Make more heads. We needed a goal when it mattered. Basically, what went wrong is their quality shone through. As you'll see when we get back to the menu, Harry Wilson is the top goal scorer on 36 goals by quite a margin, and obviously he scored the first. So really what it was down to is their quality shone through, and we just need to know that if we do get into the Premier League, or even next season if we stay in the Championship, if we lose in the playoffs, we need to strengthen our back line. It's something that we need to look to do. So that's going to wrap it up for today's episode, guys. We'll just have a quick look at the results for today. 2-0 loss to Fulham, 2-0 win away at Barnsley, and a 3-1 win to Derby, who look like they're getting relegated down to League One. So thank you very much as always. Drop me a big thumbs up, guys. Thank you very much for your support on the Hereford United career, and there is not long left. I actually think next episode is the final episode, and then we're into the playoffs. We have Bristol City at home, we have Reading away, and then we have Brighton away for the last episode, and then we're into the playoffs. So do not miss out, guys. Make sure you stay tuned. We will find out in the next episode who we're going to be against in the playoffs, and we'll take it from there. So I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care. It's been Dan Les 1989. Love you, bye.